Now let's play a little game of what if. What if the cosmetics you have on right now is attracting you to a certain god that gives you either good energy or bad energy? What if the cosmetic industry, they know about these ritualistic practices, but they don't care because all they want is the fame and power. So they sell to you this certain product that you use every single day of your life, and you keep getting the same energy, the same circumstances, and you wonder why. So today, let's delve deeper into this industry. Let's know the fundamentals and how it all started. Now stay tuned.
Ancient Egyptians were more than just pyramid builders. They were also the creators of makeup, shaping beauty rituals that have lasted for millennia. Their most famous creation was kohl, a dark...
You are being given as a ritual, but you still don't know. The cosmetic industry is a multi-billion-dollar industry, and the sole purpose is to make you apply their product. Now, what is this product, and how did this product or industry begin? Now, I'll take you on a journey.
Have you ever wondered where makeup came from? That eyeliner, lipstick, and foundation we use today didn't just appear overnight. In fact, makeup has been around for thousands of years, evolving through different civilizations, cultural beliefs, and even some rather questionable ingredients.
And the journey we're going to be going back to the prehistorical beginning, 10,000 BCE, that is before the Christ era. There is this notion back then that the power of color attracts either a significant energy for good and bad omen. So people put on the makeup based on the color and the omen or the energies they want. But today, everybody sees makeup and cosmetics as a thing of beauty. Now stay with me. It all started in Africa, 10,000 BCE, before Christ era, where there's some gods that came, and all they wanted was the ritualistic processes. Number one, makeup was a part of it. It was both meant for male and female, not just female. Both male and female adore themselves with the kind of makeup that attracts these gods to them. Today, this industry knows about this. They have pledged allegiance to these gods, but you, their customers, do not. So today, when you wear your makeup and you feel so good, remember, there's an energy you draw to yourself. And some persons would notice that whenever they put some certain kinds of color in their body, certain things happen. Have you ever noticed that? Now, I want you to be conscious of your life today. This video is to create awareness and not the other way around. Now, this whole thing started not even in Europe. It started way back in Africa. The Europe started having makeup as a norm in the 5th to 19th century. The United States created regulation and acts surrounding the cosmetic industry because of a toxic massacre that happened that caused severe blindness due to many people wanted to come into the business to make profits, forgetting the core purpose of makeup. Now, what is the core purpose of makeup? To align a soul or a body to a god, to attract you to certain kinds of energy and power, to let you understand that significantly some colors can bring you good or bad omen. Now let's talk about this deity, can we? In Egypt, back in 10,000 BCE, we all have heard about Cleopatra. Yes, and when you take a look at her, you will see she represents the black goddess. Now, she was an epitome of that makeup. She created the fame around it. Wherever she goes to, men, they just bow down because of how she looked differently from other women. But she was also connecting to an energy above the sun. Now today, many of us just put up the makeup, move around, have bad experience, come home and ask God, why me? Hey, why me is equivalent to what you place on yourself. So I want you all to be careful with the color you choose and the company you wear the makeup. Because most of these founders and CEOs of this company, they don't care about how you feel. All they want is to lure more people to their allegiance. And your intentional or unintentional knowing of these things does not matter. As long as you apply, they supply, you are implied. So today, let's talk about the emotional control and how they attract energies and how they offer selves to rituals for these gods. Now, devil me. China, around 3000 BCE, started applying and doing nail stain. China. But in Africa, in prehistorical era, in the 10,000 BCE, Africa were all putting this setting makeup on their face for certain reasons, for spiritual and physical reasons. Like I said previously, it was all for the gods. It was all for the energy. It was all for the posterity. Now, after doing that, remember at that time, a lot of people were traveling. The only thing that were significant at that point were fishing, hunting, and those that traveled, the merchants that traveled to exchange a couple of, things from other places. And they were the richest. So when they traveled to places in Africa, they mostly came to Africa. The Asians, the Europeans, the Middle Easterns, all of them circled around Africa because we were and we are still the cradle of all civilization on earth. Now they came and they saw several things. They took what remembered, went home and started doing it. Today it feels like Africa has nothing. It feels like European created everything. But no, this whole makeup industry around Europe and Asia, it all started in the 5th and 19th century, while ours can be dated back to 10,000 BCE. Now don't forget something. The core reason for this video is to let you know that certain people can give or pledge allegiance to certain authorities just for their fame and fortune. And guess what? When they pledge allegiance, they want customers. They want people to flock around them. Most of these mega companies you see today, their logos and color display significantly has a meaning to it. But we just see it as a norm. We see it like, ooh, that's an idea. Boom, that's it. No. Every single logo you see in all these mega companies have significance. And I'll be showing you videos of all these logos and what they mean. Every color they choose specifically has significance. So you must tend to know, as the major player of your own life and soul, what am I buying? The company I'm buying this product from, what is their story? What is the story behind them? Yes, they might write anything online to sell their product, but dig deeper. Whenever you buy something and it doesn't sit well to your soul and your energy, stay away from it. Today, this will round up our little program I'll be dropping in for you to understand certain things of life. Stay tuned and don't forget to follow, like, and subscribe on all our social media channels. DS and I'm the Network Show. And I'm your host. Stay blessed.
Dark, smoky mix of soot and minerals lined perfectly around their eyes. But here's the shocking part. It wasn't just for looks. They believed it could protect them from the harsh sun and ward off evil spirits. Egyptians crushed precious stones like lapis to create bold green and blue eye paints. These weren't just for style, they were believed to heal and protect. For lips and cheeks, they used red ochre, which gave a warm reddish tint, while henna dyed their hair and nails. Even their eyeshadow was made from crushed stones, creating dazzling effects. The ancient Egyptians weren't just inventors, they were pioneers in beauty and protection.